Alright, about to start game turn 30, evening phase of February 27th, 1944. I have no landings, but I do get my 5 points of 3rd Division Artillery. It's the last thing that happens on this card. I'm going to adjust that counter on my tracking sheet over to the left here. And that's nice because I've used, I think, 4 points of 3rd Division Artillery. No, I guess I've used 3 points of 3rd Division Artillery, but you know, that'll leave me some. I can have a lot at my disposal now if I'm, well, it doesn't look like I'm attacking a whole lot up there this turn with the 3rd Division. But last video only took me 23 minutes, and I think it was because it's the very first video, and I didn't look at the whole thing, but I didn't have to look any rules up. So there was no HQ phase and stuff like that. I didn't get long-winded like I'm doing now, and so I was able to bust through it in 23 minutes. So we'll see how long this one takes. It might take a little bit longer because I think there's more happening now. But we do have the HQ phase, and so that is going to, I cannot heal or do replacements, but I do have my grouping of 4th Division up there. That was all healed up last evening. Now this evening I'm going to just flat out get the points. So 12 points of 3rd Division Artillery, or 3rd Division replacement points. And, or not 3rd Division, my bad. 4th Division. I was going to say, I was looking at 3rd Division going, wow, they're already at 40 something. How'd that happen? Wrong group. 4th Division. So they're up to 30 now from 18. So that's good. I'll keep them out at least another day, and then they'll be up to 42. And then if I need them, I'll bring them back in. At that point, we'll see. I mean, I've still got both the 3rd and the 4th well up over, up over 40 points, replacement points left. So I don't feel the need to cycle them in yet. And plus, I mean, cycling them in may prove difficult, because I stopped my advancement, right? And that's what happened down here when I brought 5th in. I had already, pretty much stalled right here with the 4th because I was so worried about them because they were so beaten up. But it was a slog to bring the 5th in, back the 4th out, move the 5th in, and then, finally let the 5th start taking care of things. So that's going to be the thing. I got a nice little line going here. And if I bring the 4th in, where are they going to fit? I don't know. Maybe if the 3rd starts splitting up here and the 4th starts splitting down here, I just go ahead and bring the 5th starts splitting down here, I just bring the 4th in the middle, and I just go ahead and move them all across. We'll see. But I'm going to leave them out for at least another day. Okay, so the only other thing that will happen is my HQs will advance. 9 goes from 3 to 4. These two go just straight to 4. These guys remain at 2. Those guys are 4th Division, so they remain off the board. So the only thing that increases its range is the 9th. But I may still have some additional positions, like these guys here. They are no longer, since I took the yellow positions, these two are no longer in field of fire. So I can put garrisons on them. That's good news. I can also put a garrison on that purple position I've been holding for so long. Right there. What else do I have? I have these blue positions. Yellow, black. Yeah, so this guy can get a garrison. I don't think the other blue position can because it's got red and purple projecting into it right here. So I can't get that. These two are already garrisoned. Let's see, how far? 21st is only reaching 2. But I can put the garrison in the purple. I don't know that I need to because it's back behind me. But I can put it on the green here. And what do we got here? Black projects into here, as does brown, so I can't do that one. That yellow right there can get one. The blues, actually, I got 9 right here. These blues can get garrisoned. So I actually have quite a bit of garrisoning going on this turn. I don't think anything in here. I don't think I can reach that blue. This one is only projecting 2 right now, so I can't get to this one. I can get to it in the morning phase. That'll advance to 3 out, and then I can garrison that. No, it's brown, so I'd have to take this position first. I think that's about it. So I think that's going to be my entire HQ phase, because I can't do replacement points. I'm not transferring anybody out. I don't have any HQs to convert, and I already moved them up the track over there. And now event phase. Oh, command post hit. I like how, I mean, that sounds bad, but I like how I'm getting different events. I mean, it's not the same event over and over again. It's very interesting, the different things that can happen. However, command post hit does not sound very pleasant. Alright. Disrupt 1 U.S. Battalion HQ. Nearest to a Japanese position. If 2 or more are equal distance from a Japanese position, choose the one closest to a black position. Alright. It's really weird that it's command post hit, but I'm disrupting a battalion HQ. Huh. Oh, okay. Well, at least it's not actually doing damage, it's just disrupting a battalion HQ. So here's the black position. There's the black position. So this guy and this guy are closest. Those are battalion HQs, right? Am I right? Battalion, regiment, division. So it's not talking about these, which you would think it is, because these are called command posts. And this is a command post hit, so you would think it would be one of these, but it specifically says battalion HQs. And it says, how do I break the tie? If 2 or more equidistant, choose the one closest to a black position. Okay, well, both of those are equidistant from a black position. Although I guess, hang on a sec, it's closest to a position first and foremost. So it would be this guy, because I don't think there's an HQ here, because I usually keep them on top. There's an HQ up there, so it's closest to a black position. Both of these are 3 away from a black position. I guess we'll call it this guy. There's no other tiebreakers, so I'll choose. So I guess that's going to be green, because yellow side was last turn. So, okay. So that is a command post hit. Alright, Japanese fire phase. Blue, green, or black armor. Hopefully I'm not close enough to get any armor hit from the black positions. And then brown A. That means this guy is going to be a problem right here. He's going to ambush these guys. Do I have any other brown positions? Actually, is he an artillery? He is an artillery, so he's just going to artillery strike them. That means both of them will get hit. I don't think I have any other brown positions. So, alright, well that's just going to, that's going to mean I can't attack this guy yet, unfortunately. Which I knew that was going to be an issue, trying to get close to him. But, you know, it is what it is. Okay, so blue. Blue is just flat out attacking. I don't have any blue. I took these guys. This guy would attack, but it's got nobody in its field of fire. Yeah, that's it. Okay, let me back up. Let me do the blacks. So these guys are all undisrupted. It's triangles. It's a HQ and a diamond. That is the only one that's in. Oh, this is in field of fire. These guys are disrupted. It's a circle though. So yeah, that black doesn't hit anybody. That's good news. Alright, and then up there, let's see. Is there anybody over here that is in field of fire of the black? I don't think so, because this is rocky terrain. Rocky terrain. How about down here? Yeah, these guys are. That is a diamond though. These guys are, that's a triangle right there. Alright, so that guy's going to take a hit from that black position. I mean, I guess the good news there is that he was already going to get hit. Because the brown position was going to hit him. And then artillerize him. Although brown's going to now hit others. Ooh, they're going to slaughter me. Alright, so that's black. Blue, we've got nobody. Green, which is... Oh, which would be artillery. But there aren't any artillery in its field of fire. So now we go to brown. And brown is going to be the assault / artillery / ambush. So, are there any... I mean, I know I got that guy to worry about. Let me just double check and see if there are any other brown positions. Doesn't look like it. No. So just this guy. This guy is artillery. So that means he is going to fire and then use artillery. I just want to double check that. Occupied position with artillery symbol, U.S. unit in intense field of fire. Draw a card. Oh, I draw a card if artillery symbol inflicts step loss on one U.S. unit in intense field of fire. Hex with the most steps. Okay, so it's not automatic. I draw a card. I thought it was automatic. I think I did that wrong before. I think I took an automatic hit somewhere. I don't know, somewhere in the game, but oh well. So after he fires, so he'll fire twice. This guy can't get hit twice. So he's going to hit the poor engineer unit. So they are both disrupted. And then he's got one more that he'll hit. I mean, this guy's a triangle, not that it matters, but because they're all in intense field of fire, but we'll hit the triangle guy. Green. Okay, and then I guess I draw a card, and then he's going to hit somebody with that symbol with artillery. Alright, so he's going to hit a triangle. Well, the triangles were already hit. So is that good news for me? Does that mean I don't take a hit? It's intense field of fire. So I've already hit the guys in intense field of fire. These guys are intense field of fire. Oops. These guys are intense field of fire. No, they're not. They're steady field of fire. These guys are steady. So that triangle doesn't get hit. So if I hit the triangle under here, is artillery on top of that? I don't know. Hang on. Okay. Here is, I think I was misinterpreting this. It's draw one fire card if the artillery fire symbol is present. Not a regular symbol, the artillery fire symbol, which is the little thing on the bottom of the card. Here's the beautiful thing about this. That card that I drew doesn't have the artillery symbol on the bottom. I think this is what it's talking about, is this symbol right here. So I draw a card, if it has the artillery symbol, I hit one unit in its intense field of fire. So So since I drew that and it did not have the artillery symbol, artillery doesn't happen. So just the fire action, which had already wounded 2 units. And then, so I lucked out because there's only, I think, 6 out of the 54, I think it's 54, 56 cards. There's only 6 of them. I counted them up earlier in the game. Only 6 of them that don't have the artillery symbol. So I lucked out there. Alright. And then the last action would be ambush, disrupt the unit, U.S. unit within 3 hexes of an empty brown position. It does not look like I have any empty brown positions within 3 hexes. So, nothing. Okay. So that is the fire phase, Japanese fire phase. Now we go to the second events. And we got another command post hit. Alright. Well, crap. I guess that's... What? That guy up there. That was the other closest guy. How did I haven't had this event at all in 30 turns. 29 turns. And then I get it twice in one turn. That's crazy. Alright. So that's going to be this guy up here. Thankfully... everybody else remains undisrupted. So I've still got tanks. I've still got regular units. So they can still try to smack him. I won't have a flamethrower if I need it. Actually, the tanks might give me flamethrower. I can't remember. Alright. Okay. So now it is my action phase. We got these red here. I need to close combat. We got this red here that needs to be attacked. Is there anything I need to barrage at the moment? The black is not revealed, so I cannot barrage them. Red has disruptions, but it's got depth as well. So do I barrage to get rid of the depth, or do I just attack this first guy? I don't know. This guy I wanted to attack, but my whole stack there next to it is disrupted, so that won't work. So now I have to work on maybe moving in closer and surrounding him to cut him off. I don't know. That's a hilltop. Oh, that's a hilltop. I'm within 3. That needs a fortification. So, first off, let me see how to place forts. When a fort is being picked for a fort location, must be chosen randomly. Mix the undeployed fort markers in a cup. Pick out the appropriate number to place as required. So, yeah, it could be any strength. So there, fort. Actually, let me do what I do and put the fort on top. Alright, thankfully it's only 1 fort, not 2. But let's hope it's not too strong. I'm not there yet anyway. But so yeah, I mean, my plan was to try to take brown, take yellow, move up to black, move down to black with the 5th, move up to black with the 3rd, surround. I got to get across here first, though. All right, so let me go ahead and attack this guy here. Yeah, unfortunately, I think this guy needs a close combat. But this group here doesn't have a leader, so I would not get the flamethrower. However, I've got 8 pips. I could jump this. No, I can't jump this guy in because the rocks will stop him. I can't jump these guys in because the bluff will stop them. I want to attack this as well. So if I want to close combat that jerk, I need to do it with just 8 strength, which would give me 2 cards against his already 3 cards, depending on what the strength. Oh, it's only 1. It's artillery destroyed, so it's just 1 dude. But he's undisrupted. So I probably want to try to disrupt him first. But I don't know that I have tanks in range. I don't. I need to move my tanks along. Is this... Maybe I'll get lucky and these are tanks. They're not. I got 1 group of tanks here, 1 group of tanks here, and a third one is maybe up in here. Yeah, up in the blue position. Maybe this is why the last video was so short. I didn't knock anything over. Why is it I try to stack them up and it just spreads them out even more? Anyway, what do I do? What do I do? I think what I need to do, honestly, is this is 2 cards to 2 cards. I don't like my odds with 2 cards to 2 cards. So I think I need to barrage it with artillery first, try to disrupt it, and then maybe jump in. I hate to go with just 2 cards though. Shoot. Well, let's do that. Let's do that first. Let's go ahead and barrage it with 3 points of artillery. Now I have, what? I'm up to 3 points in naval because I got those 2 naval events last turn. So this is the second turn in a row where I've gotten the same event on the first event and the second event. So I could naval somewhere. I'm not going to yet though. Although this is the evening, I have to use a naval point somewhere. So let me just calculate that. This is the only one. This is the only position right now I can barrage. No, I can barrage these guys too. And I can try to remove depth. So I'll save the naval point for one of these red positions to try to get rid of the depth marker. Since I don't have any tanks in range of these guys, then I'm going to go ahead and use a regular artillery barrage. So that's 3 points of artillery. Right, so that would just get me a disruption. That's really all I need. Is just a disruption. Artillery is already destroyed. So all I need is to get the symbol or the, so I need artillery. I need a diamond or I need a red with 3 points of 5th Division artillery. I didn't get either. Son of a gun. Well, so much for that plan. That is 3 points of unproductive 5th Division artillery used. I'm assuming I can't barrage it again with artillery, can I? Because I don't know. I'm gonna say no. I can probably just barrage it with artillery once. I'm not gonna bother trying to look that up. All right. So now the question is, I have to try to disrupt this guy, so I have to close combat it. I would get 3 cards if I jump in with this group and 2 cards with that. But if I jump in with these, I have nothing to try to attack that guy with. So I think my goal is to just try to at least get 1 hit from this group here. Oh. I mean, technically I could hop these guys over here. I could shoot this group with these guys, and then I can close combat here and bring this group in here. That might work, because there's nothing obstructing them. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. So let's attack with these guys into this red position first. What do I have? I got 11 here. I'll have half strength from this group, which I can't use the engineer because he doesn't have range, so that'll be another 8. That is 19. If I use 2 points of artillery, that will bring me to 21, which if it's 7 strength, that's 3 to 1. So Let's do that. Let's use 2 points of artillery and bring me to 21 points on this group. Alright, no flanking, no close combat. Demolition and flamethrower. Sweet. Artillery satisfies demolition, but then so does my 8 strength unit. I got the flamethrower from the HQ. So we're good there. We have it tripled. So that means depth is eliminated and this guy's disrupted. Good job, fellas. Alright, he can trace communication, which there was nothing I could do about that. So this goes back up into here. I've got a big stack of these depth markers here to be culled in the morning. Alright, so that happened. This group here is used, whoops. And then this group here is used. Now, we jump in with these guys. Oh yeah. And then we're going to bring these guys over the top. Boink, boink. So we'll overstack that. These guys got disrupted in the process, which I don't know if that was entirely smart. Although if I bring them in one at a time, then only the bottom guy gets disrupted, because it's only the overstack that gets disrupted. So if one of these guys hops over, there's only two on top, and he goes in, and then the second one jumps over. So timing is key. So I'll say only the bottom guy here is disrupted. That way these guys can still attack them next turn and should be able to get, what, I need 12? I'll have 11. I'll use a point of artillery and that'll give me 12 on this, and then they'll die, and that'll satisfy the demolition as well. So okay, so that's my plan for next turn for this guy. That's okay. Alright, so here I've got close combat. They are not disrupted, so I need to get 2 hits on them. But I have a full 12, 14 points. That gives me 4 cards, plus the flamethrower gives me 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, one for the unit, 1 for the close combat. And I don't know how many close combats I would have done better at had I remembered, because you've watched these videos if you're not skipping around and just found this one. On turn 29, I discovered that I was calculating the cards wrong, because I thought close combat was US. I got a maximum of 3 cards from my steps. I actually get a maximum of 4 cards from the steps. So there's been several times I've come in with a full barrage like this and only taken 4 cards, 1 for the flamethrower and then 3 for points. I should be getting 4 for points. So that's why I wonder how many more hits I could have delved out had I done that right. Alright, so this is a red position. I do not want to see red from here. I got red and a reinforce. How on earth do I keep pulling those reinforce on the close combat? So I get hit. This card goes away. I'll just put it right here. I can't believe my luck with that stupid reinforce event. It's unreal. It really is. Alright, so that means he gets a depth marker, which means I need now 3 hits instead of 2. Regular depth. Alright. Well, give me good luck. Red. Conscript surrender. It's not a conscript. It is a elite unit. So he does not surrender, but I do get a hit on him. He gets disrupted. Card goes away. Please no red. Please no reinforce. Oh my gosh, I got both. How in the freaking world does that reinforce keep coming up? Not only during close combat, but on the Japanese side. Oh my gosh. I'm perplexed. So they get another card. Alright, red. So I defeat that guy. That's going to go up in the pile up there. I'll just put it there for now. But that means his last card goes away, which is good. Okay, and then red, so he's gone. Alright. I took 2 hits that I wish I hadn't have taken. I mean, I guess in the end it worked out because I don't know. In the end it worked out. But because I think whether it was a reinforce event or not, I still would have taken those 2 hits. So both of those guys, it works out because they're disrupted, they're hit. They would have been disrupted anyway because of the overstack. But, oops. Dang it. Alright, so they're gone. These guys will get put back up top. I now have a stack of 5 elite units here. And a stack of 1, 2, 3, 7 depth. So that's going to be 5 units that are removed from the game. It's also going to mean 2 of these coming back into Sector 3, which I've enjoyed being able to just jump into positions without having units there. But eventually you get to where you can't surround things and can't cut off their communication, but you still have to hit them. So that's where I am here. Okay. What can I do here? This is where I wanted to do the naval. Alright, and again, if you're not watching continuously through and you just happen to be jumping on this video, you're supposed to do the naval and the airstrike barrages before the action turn. I know why, because you would do those first and then advance, but it's you know, I have had several times where I've decided later on, you know what, I should have used a naval barrage there, and then I go ahead and do it. I don't think it's a rule that is detrimental if you break, so I'm not worried about breaking that rule. So that means if I barrage these guys, do I have any tanks? Okay, yeah, I got tanks where? Right here, right? Okay. So I can use a tank barrage and I can use a naval barrage. So I guess let's hit the front guy first. And if I'm successful, then I'll hit the back guy. And if I'm not successful, I'll hit the front guy again. And we'll see if we can't remove those depth markers. Alright. So first with the naval strike. So I want to see a triangle and I want to see a red. If I see a triangle and a red, and again, not a hilltop fortification, so I don't have to reduce, so it's going to be right here. Is there artillery there? Could I possibly get rid? No, there's not artillery there. Is there artillery here? There is not. That's on the airfield, so no artillery. So I would be able to, if I you know, I would have chances at getting artillery and fortification reduction, etc. But really what I'm looking for is the color and the symbol to try to get rid of that depth marker. That's what that circle means, depth marker elimination. So I want to see a red triangle. Neither. So wasted a naval artillery point, but I wasn't going to be able to carry that over to the next turn anyway, so be it. Now I'm going to hit with the tanks. Try to do the same thing. So that will be a diamond. Top guy is a diamond, so I want to see a red diamond. That's going to be 8 points of barrage strength because of the 2 tanks. And I want to see a red diamond. Look at that, a red diamond. Sweet. So that is an automatic depth marker reduction or elimination. So he's gone. That remains disrupted. This guy goes up here because he can still trace communication. How's my depth marker? There's still quite a few in there, but it's dwindling. So, alright. So I've used my tanks in there. Gosh, I don't even want to touch that stack. It's just going to blow up all over the place. So I barraged it. I can't regular attack it, but I could close combat it if I want. That would take 2 cards. I'm not going to. It's disrupted. I'm not worried about it. It doesn't need close combat, so I will wait to fire on it next turn. Let's see, this guy loses his disruption marker, right? Am I on green or am I on... Yeah, I think they lose their disruption. I will have some movement up here. I mean, that black is really stinking scary. I don't know if what did I decide last turn? I wanted to come up from here. So I think I want to remain back, no closer than the steady field of fire for the black. That's a gamble I'm willing to take, I think. And try to take the lower half out first. And then come across here, take these out, and then I can encircle the blacks. Yeah, so let me come back to here and figure out what the movement's going to look like, and let's go ahead and see what else I can attack. Now, I cannot attack brown unless I want to close combat it, because these guys are disrupted. If I try to close combat it, I'm going to take muff fire, because I'm going to be moving more than 1 hex. So let me do the easy one first. These guys attacking these guys. So I've got a crap ton of things up here. Some of them disrupted. I got 2 tanks and a unit. That is going into, is that Rocky? I guess that's Rocky, or that's Forest or something. So wooded. I guess that's wooded. Even though it's not green, it's brown. But I think wooded and Rocky, maybe U.S. attack strength halved. Okay, halved, and then Rocky is also halved. So either way, whether it's Rocky or wooded, it's still half strength shooting into it. So that would give me a total of 16. Halved is 8. Firing into that. It's not quite triple. I can add a point of artillery to it and make it 9, so that if it's a 3 strength and I have the units, then it's tripled and it's dead. And then if it moves down to 2 strength, it's at least revealed and disrupted. So let's do that. Let's attack with all of these units. That'll give me, and 1 point of artillery, that'll give me 9 points. Well, you know what? It's the end of the day. I've still got 4 points of core artillery. Let me just do that. Let me just use the 4 points of core artillery, because I can use up to 4. And that'll give me a total of 12. And that way, if it's a 4, I've still got it tripled. It's a 3 radio and machine gun. I've got the, ooh, do I have a radio? I don't know that I have a radio, because I don't have an HQ with that. Although infantry, they have radio. Okay, infantry has radio. Why did I think they didn't? They got radio, they got machine gun. So they've got it tripled. And so this guy is toast. Eliminated. It can trace though. So it goes back up here. And so I've used those. Unfortunately, I used them all. So this guy under here, oh, that's the HQ. He'll get undisrupted next turn. My HQ guy there is the one that got disrupted because of the event. So that's that. We'll move these guys along 1 more over here. Now technically, these tanks can go along the road. Even though that's rocky terrain, it's a road, right? And tanks can just motor along on a road. Yeah. So why don't I do this? Why don't I still have, right, as of right now, as of the evening, I don't have anybody up in the Sector 3 reserve, so I can freely move into here. So if I move these guys up into here, they take that position, and if I move these guys along the road, I can't overstack right here. So so be it. And do I want to move my tanks up that way because I want them to be in position to barrage that black position when it's time? So no, I don't want to move my tanks in there, but I almost have to. You know what? It's going to be a while before I can hit that. So I kind of have to, because I want to occupy, because I'm going to be getting right as of right now 3 units back into the reserve pool. And so if I try to get into the yellow positions next turn, I have a possibility of that refortification or that reanimation or whatever it's called, where they can come back and be in there if I try to occupy it. But I have no other units that can actually move into there. That heavy weapons unit stack up on near the beach is in rocky terrain, and so it can only move one space. So they can't even hop over the top of anybody to get in there. So unfortunately, I'd love to get into that other yellow position with the artillery so I can destroy the artillery, but I can't. So I'm just going to have to leave it. Alright, so I think that's everything that I can attack this turn. So now it's just going to be a matter of where does everybody move? Alright, so starting from the bottom, let's move these guys along the road here and then jump into here. This is the rest of that 128. They'll move along the road and into here. I need to advance on the purple. I do. So yeah, these guys are going to need to come down. Now these tanks I didn't actually use. Alright. So they are free to move. And they're going to move up into here. 1, 2. Oh, they can't move into there. That's the quarry and that's rocky. Can they move here? Sure, there's no bluff. They can move here. Now they are within range to barrage if necessary, and then I'll get them even closer later to barrage that. Alright, so those tanks have moved. These tanks here, I guess we'll move them over here along the beach. So as close as I can get them, I think. I could move them to here, but it's the same distance, so it doesn't, I don't know that it really matters. Although, yeah, what do I have here? Yeah, let me move them here just to be one more along, and then close enough to the blues if I need to shoot at them at some point. Alright, so that's their movement. I gotta move in on the purples and hope I don't get torn apart by the purples. So the 127s will be brave and bold and jump in here. My heavy weapons will, I think they need to sit on the quarry, unfortunately. These guys move here to here. They're not moving intense to intense, or they're not moving to or from intense, so I don't think they're going to take muff fire. Oh, they won't take muff fire because this guy's here. So he reduces the muff fire to 1 hex. So he will move 1, 2, and then I think he'll go in for 3, and he'll go right there. That's probably good. Then there's 4 units for this guy to hit, and so hopefully 2 of them will remain undisrupted. These guys will stay here. Got my disrupted HQ down there. Tanks are in good position here, plus they're holding that position. That one's behind the line, and actually it should have been garrisoned, right? 27 is. No, 27 is only projecting 2, so yeah, it won't garrison until next turn. But, I mean, unless I get the infiltration, which I could get the infiltration, so maybe I'm gambling there that I won't. Okay, so I got a big stack here of guys that are, I got tanks and I got a couple infantry. I guess we move the infantry along. 1, 2, and then this infantry and the engineer here to fill that void. They could even technically move down 1 farther and maybe help out with the assault on blue. Or would that just clog that up too much? No, I think it won't clog it up too much, because these guys are going to concentrate on them. I'll need some units to move along. Although I have my 128s here. Well, yeah, I guess that's good, because it leaves it open for both of these to try to maybe advance. No, I'm going to move them 1 more. Although that puts them in field of fire of blue. I gotta advance. I gotta advance. Okay, although these are 28s. Where are the, well, yeah, my 28 is way back here. I'm starting to mix the 27s and 28s. I guess that's not horrible. And I think I am going to pick my 28 and my 26 up and move them along. And probably my 27 too. Yeah. In fact, I'm just going to do that now. 1, 2, 3. And then my HQ can take that spot. And then these guys, 1, 2. Where's the 26s? Yeah, I want to move these guys up. 1, 2, maybe here. Yeah, just so the 26s can come down. How do I have 28s up here? How did that happen? How did these 28s get way up here? I don't know. I'll move them back down. Alright, and the 28s right here. I'll move them right here. Alright, so all of those I've picked up and moved. I mean, most of these, again, I mean, I've done a good job of keeping the battalion HQ with its, you know, with its units so that it can still command them. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this video is already a lot longer than the last one just because of all the movement that's happening. I guess I just didn't move a lot last turn. I don't want to come into black field of fire yet. I want to finish this off so these guys will hang tight where they are. Although this guy's in intense field of fire of the yellow. That's not, this guy is too. Shoot. I might need to back off on these guys, just 1. Yeah. Just to get them out of the black field of fire, or out of the yellow field of fire, because I'm not ready to advance on yellow yet. Or am I? Yeah, I'm going to have to. Oops, I just knocked over my step loss cup. Alright, so let's do this. Oh, this guy's disrupted. That's okay though. I think if we go 1, I'll take my HQ here, my 121 HQ, hop them over the top here, and take this guy and put him here because the other 121's below it. They're all together. These guys don't act. these guys, if I advance over the top here, they're in intense for the black. So I think I'm going to attack the brown from below and hope they don't have flanking, although they will retreat or withdraw. But yeah, it would be nice to surround them, but I don't want to jeopardize anybody, because if I move these guys here, this is 4 strong over here, and so they will definitely hit both of them there. And what good does that do me? I need to overwhelm black, not be stupid about it. All right. So then the question is, I mean, these guys are all used. Do I move these guys over here into steady field of fire of black? I want to at least move some into that red position to destroy that artillery. And hope. Let's see, these are 3 9s. Where are the 3 9s? They're up here. So I want to move these guys up the road to be close to their buddies. I'm going to leave the engineer there. I'm going to move these guys up here on top of those tanks, using the road through the rocky terrain, just so that they're next to their buddies. And then I'm going to take these guys here. They can't use... Oh, well, watch this. They can go up here using the road. 1, 2, and then with their third movement, jump into the rocky terrain. It will destroy artillery, knocking that down to 16 for Sector 3. These 1 9s, whoops. Let's go ahead and move them up here just so that they have road movement if they need it. And then F2s, we'll leave the HQ and his buddy there. We'll move these guys 1, 2, and they can take the place of these guys that just vacated it. Move them into here. Now they're, well, I guess that's more for more for Brown to hit. Where's my other 321? He's not in this stack, is he? 221. An engineer. I got a 321. His headquarters. Oh, he's up there. Why the heck is he up there? Who else is in here? I got a 221 down there. Alright, well, let's hop this guy down to here. That HQ can command him to do so, and then he's next to his captain. Or his NCO or whoever that is commanding him. Okay. And then where's my other 221? Oh, this guy's a 221, and then I got 221s and that 221 there. Okay. Alright, that'll do there. Do I want to pick up my 9? Probably do. Yeah, let's do this. Along the road. 1, 2, 3, and we'll plop the 9 right there. That takes the 9 off as well. And then he'll plant in the morning and he'll have 2 range around there. He can't control the tanks up there. But I got an HQ unit there, can do that, I think. I think that's it, right? Yeah, I didn't want to move these guys because of the black position. There's no sense in moving anybody here just yet. So yeah, that should do. That should do. Okay. There's my action phase. Now we go with artillery, which we've reduced sector 3 down to 16. Plus 5 from 4th is 21. Ooh, I've knocked out... Is that in 4th up here? No. 4 comes up here and then cuts that way. So these guys are not in 4th. Plus I haven't hit that yet. I'm almost into 4th sector. That'd be cool. Alright, so artillery 9. So 21 divided by 9, that's 2. So I will... I'm not doing anything with my officer there because I want him to be healed. So let's go ahead and disrupt that stack right there. That is 2 units. Satisfies my 2 units that would be hit. Disrupted. Oh, I got this guy here. Where's his parental units? Down here. So let's go 1, 2, 3, shall we? Get him near where he should be. Okay. Alright, so that's artillery there. I got nobody in 4th, so that's it. Everyone's all nice and neat and together with people, even them up there. So there's no raids, so that's it. That is turn 30. We're almost halfway there. Good deal.